Good evening. I'm late. They're not. These guys are just hanging out. One of these guys is retired, so what the heck does he care? And and the other one was just good enough to come over and say, "Sure, I'll play if you got a table set up." It's kind of like a weird virtual convention, which is nice. You wander around the hall, and people are desperate to get people to play their games. So we do. Welcome to Wednesday Night Warfare with the Armchair Dragoons. It's a pleasure to have you. And in the true spirit of Wednesday Night Warfare, I wanted to grab something a little bit smaller. But I also did want to fire up the playtest pen. We haven't had a playtest pen game in a while. And that what that means is it's an opportunity for the Dragoons to get together and try out a scenario. It doesn't have to be Napoleonic, although, well, often enough it is. But we have relationships with a lot of great game designers, scenario designers, and so we like to try them out, give our feedback, and so that's what this is. This is a scenario for Shako 2, coming from Michael Hopper's upcoming, we all hope, book on the 1806 campaign. And to have it out here on the fields of Thuringia, I have brought somebody who is, yes, super duper comfortable in the role of a Napoleonic commander, Vance Barthard. How are you?
Where's my radios?
You bastards took my radios. A guy who knows more Napoleonics, but he cannot find in his precious log of notes anything about Shako 2, so he's coming at this a little too cold as well. We have Achilles. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Howdy, y'all.
And so, well, this is, like I say, it's a small battle. It's really a two-player deal. You see the terrain set up before you. Let's talk a little bit about how a turn is going to go. And I'm going to derive this right here from the order sheet, which is right there. First thing you do in Shako is you fire guns. Where are guns? Well, you got these cannon right there. And you're going to take one of these sticks, and we don't have any horse guns, so they're all going to be these big, heavy and foot pattern sticks. And you're going to put them out there, and you're going to roll them up to the center of the gun, and you're going to put it over your enemy. And you're going to try to hit him. And you're going to roll a die. And that die is it's going to be everything, but most everything in Shako is a single D6. All right. And so you're going to go out, and you're going to roll that single die, and that die is going to be modified, as you might well imagine. And those modifiers are located right there. All your guns out there are foot guns. These are the correct ranges because these are the 15 millimeter ranges, which is what we're playing at. So you can see it's 12, 6, and 6. If you're at canister range, you hit on a 3 to 6, effective 5 to 6, and long is a 6. That's what it takes to get a kill. A kill is marked against the morale rating. You'll notice when you march over any unit, I'm just picking this one right here, that it's got a morale rating of 4/1. If you get as many kills as it has morale, you wipe it out. All there is to it. And if you get one of those kills over here on a gun, well, that's how you get one of those. You roll it high enough and you get a kill. Also, anybody else you go over, well, you can hit them too. You may not kill them, but you can stagger them. What's a stagger? Well, that's a morale thing. It makes them a little wobbly and such. How do you get a stagger? You hit a guy and you roll above their morale rating. You have to roll above their morale rating. So these 17th Leger, those are good troops. You're going to have to roll a 6. Over here, these fellas, 2nd Battalion, 9th Line, they're a 4, so you got to get a 5 or a 6. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to get, but you might get them. And staggers make guys disadvantaged throughout the game. We'll go through the artillery combat as it comes up. But guns cannot, in a turn, move and shoot. If you shoot a gun, you can't move it later in the turn. If you move a gun, if you want to move a gun, you can't shoot it. So there's no limbers. Guns just move. Everything in Shako is real straight ahead. This ain't like LaSalle where there's a lot more freedom. You're going to move stuff straight ahead. And so you're going to want to be mindful of that. There are a few exceptions which we'll get to. How do you change direction? You wheel. How do you wheel? You take the unit, hold it just like that real steady, and hit Q and E. Every click is an inch off his movement. After artillery goes, we're going to then go around to each one of our commanders, and they're going to roll a 1d6. Based on that 1d6, that's going to determine what order they go in later in the turn. Higher is better. That's going to determine which division gets to go first. Ties go to the division that has more attack orders. We're going to talk about that last, because orders are critical in Shako. We save them for last. After, how do you move? Because as it implies, after the initiative phase, we're going to do some movement. What do we do? Basic formations, like always. There's a nice unit and column. By the way, for those who have seen my Shako games before, I am trying. Yes, we've got him in the booth. Hey Haz, hey John, and hey Red. Red is pleased you're playing, Vance. Usually, these are bigger units. I've decided to start shrinking them in the hope that we can get some really big Shako battles going. I think that would be awesome. This is a column. It's a really big column because it's got 4 bases. This is an oversized unit, which means it gets 1 more kill than usual. It actually has 5 kills, not the 4. Usually, it's just 3. But, so anyway, you get a unit right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is that unit in line. This is that same unit. In square. You should be forming your. You should form your formations off of one base, and that base stands perfectly still, and everybody forms around it. If you really want to change direction, one of the easiest ways to do it, and this is very Napoleonic, I should note, is to change facing. So let's say you're looking this way. You can do this and deploy out from column into line. That is a Napoleonic thing. I love it. And I love that Shako allows it. The only formation that shoots, the only one, is the line. No other formation shoots. Movement is very much as you would expect. Movement rates are located right here. And obviously depends on formation. You'll notice there are terrain modifiers. We don't have a lot of terrain here other than towns, this river. This thing over here, this little lake, is impassable. No going in there. And a few trees, which have the effects listed right here. One of the most important units in Shako that's unusual to Shako is the skirmisher. That's what that is. Unlike everybody else that goes straight ahead, he can do this. He can veer 45 degrees. He's a little sneaky like that. It can also be consequential to put him in front of other units. And we'll talk about why in just a second. Once we're all done with movement, we're going to do musketry fire. Volley fire, or a skirmish fire, is always first. It gets to go first. How do I determine what skirmish fire does? Also not complicated. It's over here under musketry. You hit on a 5 or a 6. And they only stagger unless you already have a stagger, in which case it becomes a kill. After they go, you then get volley fire. Volley fire hits everybody in a box as wide as the base of the unit and 4 inches deep. So if you start stacking up units, you can wind up getting more than 1 unit shot. Makes sense. These units are putting out an awful lot of lead downrange. And we'll go over that when it happens. After that, you have melees. And it's a lot easier to calculate melee out in the event than it is to try to explain them. However, it's all a 1-die system with modifiers. And I will also say, it's really bloody. You do it advisedly. Let's put it that way. Orders. Let's talk about them. You get to exercise your artistic creativity. I presume you can each see the map that corresponds to your color.
Yes.
Yes.
You'll be taking a pen.
Oh dear.
You'll be drawing on that map what your units are doing. If you are attacking, you will draw an arrow. Let me give you an example. It isn't that hard. If you've never done it before, you're going to want to click on the draw icon. You're going to want to click on the color you want. I use black. And you're going to want to make sure that it is the right color. You see how big my marker is? I'm going to make mine tiny by going to the negative. You hit the minus key. Now, let's say I wanted Souchet, right there, Souchet, to go up. I realize only one of you can see this. I'll do it for both of you. I would take that marker and just go like this. And where I make an arrow, that's where my guys are going to stop. Show you the same thing I did over here. All right. As long as this arrow is in place, you've got to move forward at least 4 inches every turn. You got to move, and you got to follow the arrow. You'll notice you have this divisional commander, this guy. He's not really there. He represents the center of your unit's gravity. Your units must remain within 12 inches of him at all times as they march into battle. They will continue to advance until they get to within range of the enemy, either 4 or 6 inches, depending on whether it's formed or skirmish troops. Then they begin to deploy for battle and fight. If you have an order and you wish to change it, you got to send out one of these dudes. You'll notice the Austrians have 1. There's a reason for that. The French have 4. You've got to send that guy riding across the battlefield to wherever you want him to change the order. We then will roll each turn that guy moves to see if we get him killed. The famous game of Shako we played with Daniel Moreno, he managed to get 4 consecutive aide-de-camp killed. Messages don't go through very well, I'm here to tell you. But that's how you change orders. Let me delete this. Delete all my markings. There's a lot of other stuff under the hood. We're here to have fun and try out a scenario. We're not here to... I will get as granular as you need as we go, but I would rather get stuck in and try a little bit and tell you as we make our way along. So are there any questions before I reveal the scenario?
Yeah,
I know
a couple of dozen, but
all right. Any of them rise to the top?
No, I guess not. Do I have only 1 unit for orders? Is that what my map is telling me?
You have everybody that has a marker on them, one of these things right there.
Yeah.
That is a brigade. That is a separate brigade that you have to give orders to.
Okay.
So you have, and let me show you the underlying map because you'll want to see it. These guys deploy down here. See this?
Yep. Yep.
These guys under Souchet, or sorry, Vidal, I should say, they can deploy anywhere in here. Take a real quick look at the map.
So you're saying we don't have to start in where we're placed
No,
right now?
no, you can put yourself anywhere in
Right.
that box.
Okay.
Although Vance, it looks like your box is kind of small. So
Well, he's actually
It
this
is pretty
box is
teeny.
small, but this one is big. This one is big. The map for, and here's your, like I say, this is your army commander who generally stays put. He can move, but on the turn he moves and these guys come with him, you can't issue any orders.
Okay.
All right, back to this. Show me this, please. What's going on? There we are. Yeah, the French have Treillard, Clapard, Rael, and Vidal. So you've actually got 5. You'll notice some of them are hiding in the trees. Sorry about that. Nothing I could do. You got Rael in the trees.
Okay. There he is.
So you've got 5 guys to give orders to. Yours Achilles are far more in the open. You've got Rabineau and Bevilacqua.
man, big command strain there.
Uh-huh. That's for a fact. Talking about the scenario. Ferdinand, the commander in this area of the Prussians, this is 1806, October, believed the French were advancing with a reconnaissance force. He felt he had to contain the advance and at the same time protect his line of retreat. Ferdinand detached much-needed troops under Pelé to cover any potential withdrawal. Lannes advanced from Grafenthal with orders not to engage. Upon arrival, Lannes decided to engage. The French began with all formations under attack orders. The Prussians begin with all formations on defend orders. So if you want to not be on defend orders, defend units stay where they are. They don't move. They can shoot. They can pivot their guns, but that's it. You want to move, you gotta be in contact, or you gotta change their order. What's a major victory? Krosten, Walsdorf. Let's talk about towns. I know this is. Where did it go? There it is. Krosten, Walsdorf, and the Saal River Bridge in A4. Yep. If you get those 3 things, major victory for either side. If you hold Krosten, Walsdorf, or the bridge, you get a victory. And if you just hold Krosten, it's a minor victory. 12 turns. Give you an idea of the numbers here. The French lost 200 casualties, the Prussians 1,800. So it was pretty grim business. The Prussians deploy first, so you can certainly ask questions away, but Achilles, you should deploy your boys wherever you like. If you are in a town, you are defending it, to be sure, but you may not shoot out of it.
Oh.
You may only be attacked in it, and obviously it is an advantage to be attacked in a town, but you do not shoot out of it. Every unit has a 4-inch zone in front of it. We've already talked about it in terms of gunfire. In that zone, you must basically go straight at the unit in whose zone you are. You may not change formation. You may not change facing. You go after that unit, period. So once you get within 4 inches, it's pretty much on. You may step backwards 3 inches.
So once a unit is actually in a town, can it leave the town?
Yes.
And does it have to be in a particular formation in a town, like in square or something, to show that it's garrisoning?
No. You are automatically in the town. Typically, you're going to want to be in column. Honestly, one unit, 1 battalion per town sector. This is actually a really good scenario to teach with because there are so few units. It just occurred to me.
So these are streams or just obstacles?
Those are streams.
Okay. That's -2 inches.
Exactly.
Okay. So should I go ahead and start
You should
putting
please.
people in position?
Mhm.
All right. And I can be anywhere within my
In
box.
the red box, exactly.
I'm just going to move my... Yep.
This part of this town is kind of on the line. Can they be in that side, or they need to start over here?
They can be in here.
Okay.
I'm just going to do this for visibility.
And there is a command distance.
12 inches.
Okay.
So I do only have 4 commands, Jim.
Who am I missing? What's going on here? What kind of a show you running? Give me a second. Treyard are the 3 horse. Over here.
Yep.
You then have Claperd, or Claperde,
Who
I
is it?
suppose.
He's here.
Rael and Vidal. Oh, yeah, that is 4. Yep. Rael and Vidal,
Yes.
4. Yep. Correct.
So this is column for all this horse. We've got 9 stands.
That is line. They are in line.
They're in line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they're this way. They can be in column if you wish them to be.
Does column look like it's one big long column?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it by 2s or?
No, well, you would take each of the 3 and put them in column. They can be side by side.
Oh,
column.
sorry. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Right.
This water here is it fordable everywhere, not just the bridge?
Checking. It is a stream. This, of course, is not.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you shoot? I guess you can't shoot over top of your own.
Nope.
Or anybody, really.
Mm-mm. Those guys underneath wouldn't like you for that.
Yeah, well,
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Exactly. So no putting my guns on a hill and shooting over their heads.
Mm-mm. Besides, you're on a range.
Well, I know that, but
The stick is honestly superfluous, but it's such a part of Shako that I couldn't bear without it. Ian, good evening.
Oh, forget. How do you like your flags, Jim? On the right side?
Second from right.
Second from right?
It's Volker.
It's me.
Oh, he's wearing a shirt from the other place, Vance.
What's the other place? Oh, is he really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He's
my.
still got his T-shirt. His
As long
bowling
as he's-
shirt.
As long as he only uses that for painting or whatever.
Right, right. Well, he actually got a haircut.
Car
You're about to?
mechanics.
Yeah.
Are you wearing it? The horrifying thing is, though, he used to drown in it. Now it fits. Absolutely horrifying. But it is labeled Velcro on the back.
There you go. I still
Yeah.
have mine too.
And
Oh, sure. And you have already surmised, Achilles, that, yeah, when you got it like this, it's flags in the center.
what about interpenetration?
None.
Okay. Gotta keep that in mind then.
Don't do it. There is some for you can interpenetrate artillery. Also, skirmishers can. These skirmish bases.
Can march through a line?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sort of that's the whole theory of it, to be honest.
Yep.
But formed troops, no. There's a narrow, I'm trying not to get too deep in the weeds, but there is a narrow case in which you can interpenetrate. Even interpenetrating deployed artillery is difficult.
Wow, why are you lifting so high?
Who's that?
Me. Oh, my guys are
Have you checked your
jumping
lift
way
height?
off the ground. Yeah, it's low.
Are you sure?
There we go.
There you are.
There you go.
That was weird.
Yeah, why did he change?
By the way, these are Hasfigs. Check them out. Look at the Saxons. Ooh, Saxons. He even did these Hussars. Ooh, Saxon Hussars.
Command is to be such a distance from everybody.
Your commander is the
Guys?
spiritual center of your unit. When you advance, you are going to be following that arrow as if you're riding it. And all your units under his command must be within 12 inches from the edge of his base to any point on theirs. So, that's all of 3 inches away.
Yep.
It's not hard to maintain if you pay any kind of attention. You're probably going to want to get them out of the water.
Yeah.
A little more useful that way. And the other thing is, turning is tricky. It's not as easy as you'd like it to be. So definitely think about pointing them the way you want them. There you go. Not that so much.
That was not what I wanted to do.
I bet.
All right.
You're giving your skirmishers the wiggles.
Oh boy, I made a mess here. All right.
We'll figure it out. It's just 2 brigades of the, or 2 battalions of this 49th line. No problem. Look at this. And Vance, I think you can pretty well get a sense as to what's going on, so you can sort your guys out.
Okay.
Nice. Like it.
Are horse any more maneuverable, or?
They're just faster.
But they're not. They don't turn any easier.
Mm-mm. Nope. The other thing you should know about horse, if they get to within 4 inches of any formed troops, they must charge, like it or not. That includes squares.
Is there? Oh, I'm sorry. Go
They're
ahead.
coming. That's all.
Is there a disadvantage or advantage to horse charging in column in mass as opposed to in line?
Well, let's have a look at the lovely combat chart, which answers your question.
Indeed.
Cavalry
I'm
in
guessing
line
it's
versus
bad.
cavalry or infantry in column gets a +1.
Okay. So if you're going to melee with cavalry, you'd rather be in line than in column.
Correct.
Hmm.
They are pretty has. I appreciate them. I see.
Oops. Why did you fall over?
Falling
Oh, the
down
little
drunk
men
again.
on the stand.
Was this?
Hey, Jim.
Mhm.
The little guys on my stands were not attached to their stands.
One base like that? What?
2
How did-
bases.
Some days, it just doesn't pay to get out of bed. I don't even know how that. They're all that way. What? Okay, nobody look. Nobody see my great secrets of how I do this. Except Has, he knows.
Has knows all.
He does.
There's another body in there somewhere.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's so weird. Because these are really good troops, too. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Now you've got me all kerfluffled here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, were you just getting your guys out of the woods so you could see them?
Yeah, that's what I just piled them out there so I could
Yeah.
put them back in. But it always got me all paranoid about trying to turn. I don't have a lot of room to put stuff.
See, that's what I was talking about. Your boxes are small. I mean, compared to mine are
Yeah, yeah.
giant. Yeah. And you have more guys to put in a smaller box.
Whatever. Just have at her and see what happens.
Be right back.
That is a funny line. Somebody I know just sent out a tweet that said, I am so sick and tired of dating in Los Angeles. I don't know how much longer I can pretend to like hiking. Amen, sister.
Now,
Yes.
well, you know my Napoleonic strengths.
Right.
0.
Understood.
Two. So theoretically, these gentlemen here that want to say they want to form line,
Mm-hmm.
this column is right next to them. Can they form line this direction out here?
Yep.
And then these guys can form line out this way?
Exactly.
But if you've got 3 columns, then the guys in the
Aha!
center are
You
stuck.
have found the problem.
Yes, I did.
That is why very often they advanced in checkerboard.
Right.
Like a Roman legion.
Something like this. Do I have enough room to do that? Yep. Apparently I do. All right, so ladies and gentlemen. So here. You said there's no interleaving, so if you can't move your full, what happens if you run into your own formation?
You are not. When you're under attack orders, you have to advance.
Yep.
But if for any reason you get stuck, you don't have to pile in.
Okay. Those are the words I was looking for.
You may have mentioned this and I missed it. How many turns is this scenario?
12.
12. That should be more than enough time for you to get at me, Vance.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. So again, how do these guys operate?
That's your boss. He starts over here.
Oh, he has to start there.
Yeah, he should be
Oh,
here-ish.
and
Where
my
his-
guns have to start here. Is that what
Yep,
you're telling me?
exactly. Hmm.
So I have okay.
That's the only thing that you're kind of bound by.
I've been behaving incorrectly. This is going to be one big cluster.
Hmm.
He can move. If he does, he cannot change orders.
So he can't move if these dudes are out riding around?
No. If they're riding around, it's fine, but he can't add new ones.
Right. So if he moves and they're not doing anything, they follow him.
Exactly. Yep.
Sure. Let's go with that.
All right. Time to get your artistic side out. As you know, Vance, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. In many respects, it's, as you can see, organized as sushi, this whole thing. But you've got 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth.
Yep.
You want to draw where they're going. It's that simple. You know, they're down here in this box. Where are they going? Where are they attacking? You probably want them to go farther than you think, because when you get to the head of the arrow, that's where they're going to stop.
Stop and do what? Stop? Just
Deploy.
Stop?
They're going to stop and deploy.
Oh, okay.
You told that you'll be telling them. You're telling them essentially, go over there, and they're going to go. All right, we're here. Now what?
So they would need a new order to get a new new.
Exactly.
Thing.
Yes.
You do right. All right.
Oh, I can see Vance has his pencil out.
All right, my force is required to be on defend orders.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to just draw a line where I have them? Or?
No, they're fine where they are.
Okay.
The time will come if you wish to issue orders at the end of the turn. That's when you will draw new things.
Very good.
Do you change the size of your
Plus and minus.
pen? Okay. It's not the number pad minus.
No, it's the one at the top.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Glad you are.
He's apparently drunk.
Yeah, my freehand writing with this tool is unbelievably bad.
That's not unbelievably bad. I'll show you unbelievably bad.
Where are my troops again?
You got one of them.
Yeah, that's that big honker. Just gonna go.
Okay. Be back in a sec.
I like the fact that you intuitively select different colors. Very nice.
Yeah, that's yeah. So these guys are here, so they need to do this.
All right.
And the last one we'll make teal, because that's probably different enough. Yeah. Probably lined them up wrong already, but that's okay.
I know what you mean. I know what your intentions are.
Okay.
That makes sense?
It does. I think it's a fine
Makes perfect
start.
sense to me, Vance.
So how do I make that stay? Just choose the
Just leave it.
grab my finger. There we go.
Just oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. For some reason I cannot account for, my map has gone away. I gotta go find it.
You were showing us the map.
I was, but it ambuscaded.
Oh,
There we go.
Now he's got half the chat pulling up their dictionaries.
For ambuscade,
Yes.
all you gotta do is look up Huck Finn. There we are. Few hills, few hills. All right. As we say, we begin with artillery. Nobody's in range. All right. I think that's pretty obvious. So we then go to divisional orders. What you're going to do here is I'm just going to go around the table. There's only 6 guys. It doesn't matter so much for the defender because it's not like he can do anything, but I still do want to get you in the rhythm of it. So I guess I'll start with the Prussians. When we get a roll for Bevilacqua, 1d6.
All right.
This is all 1d6.
6.
Very nice. There's an optional rule that will eventually teach you how to play that makes that very nice. It gives you a special power. But for right now, Rabineau. Oberst Leopold Ludwig Maximilian Nordeck von Rabineau.
3.
Got him. Vance, how about Triad?
a 5?
Nice. Vidal?
2?
Why is that being belligerent? There it is. All right, I'm going to have to find it now. Where'd it go? I think Rael is next. Yep.
3?
Mm-hmm.
And then
And last and certainly not least, Claparede.
a 4.
So what we do now is we just go down in order. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ties go to the side with the most attack orders. If you're tied on your side, you get to pick. As I say, it really doesn't matter much over here because you're stuck because you're on defend orders. So we go to Vance, and your first is a 5.
These gents?
Yes. Who are in column. I see them. And we go over here, and we determine that that cavalry moving in column, actually it doesn't matter one way or the other, 12 inches.
12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you like me to move these? One column at a time?
It's up to you. I mean, if you just want to shoot them
bunch?
straight ahead, that's fine.
Okay.
Here they come.
That's pretty much all I can do, right? You said I can't really wheel in the middle of a turn.
Well, what you can do, here's how that works.
Okay.
I'm gonna spawn some French. You got 12 inches. You want to wheel? You go like this. That's 1, 2, 3. And then you move forward and everybody else follows.
Okay. Right.
So that was a 5. What else you got? Got a 4 over here. What did the Rael get? A 3? Yep. So it looks like your 4 is next.
Right.
Got
So
skirmishers,
the skirmishers.
and men in column. Once again, we'll just go to the chart just so everybody can see what we're doing here. All skirmishers move 6 inches. Cavalry in column, also 6 inches.
Sorry? Infantry in column?
Yep. I'm sorry, infantry in column, yeah.
Are also 6 inches?
Yes, so everybody in that big pile is 6 inches.
Okay. you did say that these guys can kind of
Mm-hmm.
go sideways, right?
They get a little bit. There you go. Yep.
That's as far as I guess these guys can go a little bit. 6. Hey,
And then you got a 3
yeah.
and a 2. So the 3 is next. Those boys, are they out of the trees?
Well,
They're
that's the
not.
thing.
So Rael's boys. Now these guys can go their 6. They're clearly out of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
However, when we look at terrain effects, a nice convenient table right under the movement, we find out that it costs that you move at half speed. So I would
So that's
3 inches.
yeah, but that's these 3 columns here then, right?
Yes,
These 2 columns are okay, or are they slow
they're
down
fine.
the
They're
wall?
out.
It's okay, Vance. I've been moving at half speed for years now.
Parenthetically, this photograph back here, I almost got my family killed taking this on the way down to Saalfeld.
Not you.
I was so determined to try to get a shot of the approach to the battlefield. This is basically where you're marching now, Vance.
Okay.
It came down out of the hills.
Right.
And now
So
you're
that means these guys are now clear, but these guys are still
stuck there, yeah.
in the bush.
And actually, and they'll be good next time because it's only the leading edge that counts in Shako.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be
Okay.
clear next turn.
Okay.
And now these boys.
Yeah. So this is where I'm going to bump into my cavalry. Right.
Yep, that's good enough. You have advanced.
Do you have to move your full amount?
No, but when you're on attack orders, you must move 4 inches.
So you must move a minimum of 4.
Yep.
If you can.
Yeah,
you
if you
can,
can.
yeah.
Like these guys couldn't.
But these guys could have only, if they'd chosen, they could only move 4.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's it. That's basic. Sorry.
How did my guns move?
Oh, sorry about that. Well, they move is what they do, and very much the same way as everything else, except they have a movement of. That is a foot gun. It is a foot battery, 6 inches.
6.
And they don't need orders or anything. They're on their own.
Well, here's the thing: they are ordered to fire in support of the division. So as long as they are advancing along one of these lines, you're fine. You know,
Okay.
they've got to fire in support of one of these brigades. That's what they do. This is an army gun.
Right.
Or an army
Okay.
battery.
Yeah. All right. So I've done several things incorrectly, but that's okay. And can I just move through this?
Oh yeah, they're not there.
Not there, right? Okay.
All right.
Oops. Chucky didn't get to move here.
That's important. Okay. So with that done, we switch next to. There would be musketry now, obviously out of range. Melee, nothing happening. command. Does anybody want to change orders?
Um,
Um,
that sounded painful. Yes.
All right. What you're going to do is that courier, you have one, is going to get shipped out. Where is his? I thought that chart was here. I thought for sure now. Yeah, it's Dalinor can always find it because I think it's hiding somewhere in here. Bastard. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to send out that rider, that aide de camp. There it is. It's right on the line. Duh. He gets a 16-inch move. Your goal is to get him to whoever it is you want to give this order to. So who's
That ought
getting
to
the
be
order?
pretty easy.
Right there?
Bevilacqua.
Okay, so that's easy. He goes over there. You, however, roll a 1d6. You rolled a 4.
he's okay.
Yep. He makes it there on time. What you will now do is give an order via the marker to Bevilacqua. So you're going to go on your side and you're going to draw from where he is now and show me what you want to advance to. And show the home audience too, because they want to know as well.
Yeah. All it did was. Oh, I see. Never mind. All right.
You could use
I
the
have a
minus
question.
sign, but go ahead.
If we're in not in musketry range, how does his aide de camp get killed?
Crazy stuff is going on battlefields.
All right.
We just don't know. Maybe he's lost and gets killed by the peasants.
Killed for his horse.
Yeah.
This is a shot of Velker some years ago and I at the monument for Karl Ludwig, the prince, or Ferdinand. I'm sorry, Prince Ferdinand, who gets shot at this battlefield. And well, no, I take that back. He gets into a fight with. He's basically a commissary officer working for the French. Kills him in the saddle. Down over this way.
All of my arrows have disappeared.
Did you delete something?
I did not.
Not you. I'm asking.
I did not.
Oh, I bet I
Okay.
did because I erased
Yeah.
my first.
Yeah,
line.
delete deletes
Yeah.
everything.
Ah,
I know
so
what you were
sorry.
doing, Vance. It's fine. I know what
It's
you're
okay.
on about.
Okay. Well, I cannot seem to get it to get smaller. For some reason, minus doesn't seem to
Are you
work. It
using the
changes
minus
my
on the
volume.
numbers pad or the one at the top of the keyboard?
I tried both. Neither one of them reduced the size, although the one at the top of the keyboard made the sound go all the way to mute.
Okay, so you've got different key bindings. Shoot. Yeah, well, you have to figure out. That's fine. I mean, if that's your front line, I get it. Is that what you're looking to do?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's fine. Not hard to understand.
Just
Very
drawing these back in.
All right.
So when we change things, we can't erase.
Yes, you can actually. There's an eraser on that same line.
Oh, okay.
It's third from right. You got trash can,
Yep.
color, eraser.
Yep. Because I too would like to change change one of my orders.
Oh, you're gonna issue. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll let you draw
Just
these
trying
in,
to.
and then we'll figure it out.
I'm trying to draw this in what I was doing
Yeah, yeah.
before. Yeah.
You got 4 aide de camp. You got aide de camp to spare.
You could get
Yeah.
half of them shot.
He
Still
says that now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Has. I think I'm gonna do that.
What was my other color?
Although I will say, it isn't so much the speed that I worry about, Has. It's the die roll that you have to make.
Okay, so this was his original order,
Yep. And you wish to change it.
and that's the one I wish to change.
All right. So first thing you got to do before you do change it is get it to
Yep.
him. So he's over there. So he's certainly not far.
No.
Oh, sorry.
He's right here.
All right. So how far is he? We'll just look at him ride. Ooh, very exciting. He makes it no problem. Roll 1d6.
3, so he's late.
Yep. Well, that's half speed. You're well within 8 inches, so he gets
Okay.
it. You may now erase and redraw.
Right. So let's see if I can do
This
this.
is easy at the start of the battle. It's when
Sure.
everybody spreads out it becomes tougher.
What I like is that he could have got killed even though none of us are in range of each other.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fell into a gopher hole.
That's right.
So-
If he got hit by a tree branch or something.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes,
So
sir.
they're about here now.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually want to end up doing this.
Oh, there you go. And that turn is important because you're going to make it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking those questions.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great.
Even with my shaky, awful
It's
drawing.
not that bad at all. It just
Okay.
isn't. So it's okay, cool. Lines are drawn. At this point, we would have rallies if there were rallies to be had, but there are not. We do a couple other things, but there's not. So we just go to turn 2. It's now turn 2. We have artillery. I don't think these guns are in range yet.
No.
So the guns aren't in range, so we skip to order rolling. I'll start with the French this time. How about Treyard? How's he doing?
Ooh, not great.
Vidal.
6.
Eager. Eager.
Not going to
Royale.
get anywhere. Oh, so that the horse goes back.
Yeah,
right?
he
Or
just
the rider
bounces
goes
back.
Yep. 3.
Claparede.
3.
I come over to the Prussians and I ask after Bevilacqua.
6.
Ooh, eager fella. And Ravenna.
Not so eager. 2.
So you got a 6. Vance, I don't think. Did you have a 6, Vance?
Yes, he
I
did.
did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
And
this
he
and
goes
this
first.
is where this ordering thing is important. They're
It's a
gonna be
traffic
stuck,
jam.
I think.
Yep.
So they're stuck on a 6. So you're up, Achilles.
All right. Okay, so everybody has to move at least 4 inches.
Yep, under those orders.
Ooh, he's coming to get me.
He is. He sees you. It's those hussars.
Let's do that.
At some point in this evening, I lost my fork. This is just yet another of life's indignities.
So you said wheeling. Every 15 degrees of wheel is 1 inch.
Every
improvement.
click is an inch unless you're in line, in which case it's 2.
Right.
Check from the top. I think these are the ones.
And we're firing straight out of our units, right?
Exactly. It's a bowling alley. Yep.
But they are going to hit the stream here before they get to
You're
4.
that's not close enough to count. Just keep going straight. By the time they get to they're fine. They're on that. They're on the bank. They're on the bank.
These guys are stuck where they are.
Am I able to deploy into line before I get to my arrowhead?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Forget it. Now, isn't there's some kind of special thing about artillery, right? They don't have to move with the rest of the force. Is that right?
Correct. Artillery is exempt from the the requirement that it be inside the command zone, because in this period you parked the artillery and let it shoot.
Right. Okay. Let's check. Just out. Okay. What am I measuring here? There. And for the commander, it doesn't matter if he veers one way.
No. He's supposed to ride the line, right?
Right. He's supposed to be the center of gravity for the formations.
Mm-hmm.
So your aide de camp isn't with this guy anymore, right?
He should. I would assume he goes back to the army.
Yeah, the aide de camp, just like yours, fires back because he got there. So his lone
should
aide
not
de
be.
camp bounces back.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's everybody.
I see everybody moving. Looks right to me. And we did that on a 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many 5s? Who's got a 5? Anybody got a 5?
No, sir.
How to 4? 4, 4, 4?
I have 2 3s.
All right, so take your
Like
3s.
twos.
Vince. Either one.
All right.
I keep expecting Jim to break into an auctioneer's voice. Do I hear 3? Do I hear 3?
3. Sold to the man in the yellow hat.
This command is going to go
Very good.
first.
Mm-hmm. Now cavalry, when it strikes skirmishers, is a bad day for the Is a bad day for the skirmishers.
Kills them dead.
Kills them dead. That is threat that he has put out there.
But I can shoot at him, right?
You can. Oh yes.
If you're in range.
If you're in range. Yeah.
Skirmish range is 6 inches, by the way, Vance.
Right. So
I didn't measure it, so I don't know if he's close enough or not. No, he's not.
Not as he stands, but he can move and shoot.
Ah.
So I can do.
And unlike regular guys, they fire on a 45 off the side like this, so he can shoot.
If I go 4 like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then can
Mhm.
wheel.
Well, there's
Mhm.
they're skirmishers anyway, so
Yeah.
Still not close enough.
Isn't it? Oof, just out.
These gents. Slide this way. By 6.
That's in
That should
range.
be-
yeah. easily.
These gentlemen. Until they run into them. And sorry, what does it cost me to go into line? Or can I move and do that, or what?
You can. It's half your move.
It's half my move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they could only move 3.
Yeah, if you're looking to do that, let me get the book real quick. I gotta check something. Yeah, you caught me a smidge unprepared on that one. Let me look this up.
See, I'm a little fuzzy on what it takes to change orders.
You mean change
Yes.
formation?
Yeah, but I can't change direction. So can my skirmishers actually pivot like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You are allowed to confront threats 45 degrees left and right. And that's a threat if ever I saw one. I forgot, and this is a Shako rule. This is the rule number 1 that drives the world crazy about Shako. French may move and change formation for free.
Really?
All other armies, and then the French in the latter part, they may move and fire or change formation and fire. So, yeah, you can move your full 6 and change formation.
Well, I can't move 6 because
I get it, but drives people absolutely buggy about this.
You're going to want to be back just a little bit because I don't think you can form the line there without standing on the other stand.
Okay. Like that?
That works.
And these gents will...
The only thing you cannot do is use formation changes to avoid moving if you're on advance orders.
So I have to go at least 4, and I can't move it all the way, so... I guess like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you've created the order mixed.
You have. That's kind of what it is. Although
yeah. Okay, so that's those guys.
all right, and now these guys.
Yeah.
And let me correct myself. The skirmishers can wheel up to 45 degrees. They pay nothing to do so.
Ah.
They're skirmishers, you see.
That would change things over here.
Then change it.
Yeah, they should be able to go forward further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they would be 2 inches further this way.
Which will bring them in range too. Yeah.
Which means this line could go further forward.
Can't believe I let you get away with that.
What? This is why I asked.
There we go. No, it's purely aesthetic.
Well, no, it's not, because otherwise some of my guys are standing in the stream. Because
No,
He
no,
just likes to
your
move the
formation was
flag.
fine. Your formation was perfectly fine. I just like the flag one to the
oh, I
left.
see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I was waiting for my whatever.
Right. So these guys can go another 0.4.
Yep.
So that means they've moved their minimum 4 inches,
Mm-hmm.
and then they want to form line.
Dig it.
Like that, right?
Perfect. You do have to move Fuzzy over here, though.
Yeah, these guys got to go up a couple inches. Yeah. All right. So these gents are moving their 4. These guys all moving 4.
So you're moving them the minimum rather than the 6.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Which is
Yep.
fine.
And he's 4. And these guys, since they're out of the woods, are going to move 6.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
All right, that's all of them.
I think that just leaves you with this gun. At this point, you
Well,
should.
at least with these guys here too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. That's you. Go.
All right, so I want to wheel these guys.
Mm-hmm,
They got to get on their line. So
mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6, or what is it? Is it anything? Does the town move slow me down?
Well, you're hitting it on a road anyway, but let me look. Oh yeah, you gotta. One must. There's a whole special section on towns.
Of course.
'Cause towns. Well, I'm gonna let you redo whatever you want to do here because I should. This is my bad. 100%. Cavalry can't enter towns.
Oh, good grief!
Formed. Yeah. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Vince. You broke it.
My bad.
These guys would have ridden over this stream then.
Then do it. Here. They started here. They've got a 12-inch move, minus 3 inches, so 9. They get to there that last turn.
Right, but now they're all facing the wrong way.
No, face them the right way. There you go. Ta-da! And now it's their move again. And also these guys can move. Because they wouldn't have been obstructed.
That's right. They would have been further ahead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You may not enter towns with artillery or cavalry.
That's good. That's fun. Stop there.
And those horses still have another move, parenthetically.
Yeah. Right. So their move is 12, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And what does it cost a horse to go into line? Is it still French is nothing?
Yeah, French is free.
Free. Oh, come on. That was 9, 10, 11, 12. You form it on the front guy or the middle, or it doesn't matter?
You have to form around a guy.
Okay.
Yes, Vance, you forgot about that well-known horse phobia of buildings.
Yes.
I think it's more the point that you couldn't do it formed.
Yeah, you'd end up in a big string of horses, wouldn't you?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Make
Okay.
There. Is that everybody?
Okay. Oh, and my cannon.
Move that gun.
Oh, he actually runs into the back of this unit.
All right.
I'm going to move these guys too.
All right. So no order changes for you. Continue.
Come on. I want him a little more central.
All right.
And away from those.
Crazy pants. Well, you can't be attacked.
They don't exist. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
exist. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
All right. I don't think you got anybody Achilles, right? To move left.
No, unless I want to shift the facing of the cavalry here.
You can't move them. And if you want to move them, you got to give them an order to do so.
They can't even they can't even change facing.
Mm-mm. They can confront. Oh, I see what you're saying. How close is the threat?
Within charge distance, except for the stream.
No, yeah. That's other than that, Mrs. Lincoln. How did you enjoy the play? That's not to be ignored.
The play was pretty good, though. Really.
Yes, my American cousin liked it. Cavalry threat, 12 inches. So is it within 12?
It is within 12, but the stream would make
and the stream
9,
doesn't
so...
matter. The stream doesn't matter. So yes, you can turn to face that threat. You just have to, and you got 2 units there, the first and the second. So you're gonna need to wheel them individually if you're gonna wheel them. No more than 45 degrees.
That should be more than enough.
Okay. You can wheel them, so if what you want to do is bring them into line, you certainly have more than enough movement to do that.
Okay. You mean bring these guys up and wheel them? Okay.
That's what I was assuming you want to do. Bring your commander along, or you can leave him there too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's within range of everybody over here, so.
Okay. So he's guarding Saalfeld. All right.
All
on
by
that
himself.
point, there is shooting. Fairly certain Vance has some.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, this is skirmish fire. So we've got 2. Skirmish fire comes before volley fire. So the effects that are assessed happen first. So, bad things can happen. All right. Let's talk about, and we've already, I think we've mentioned the fact that formed infantry cavalry are staggered. No. Where's my skirmishers? Where'd they go? There they are. Skirmisher fire, range is 6, hits on a 5 or 6. So you got 2 shots.
All right.
That feller.
Or the other guy.
So a bunch of pew pew. I don't think there's any other shooting.
I don't think so.
And I know there's no melee. So anybody want to shift an order? What you got? In range?
Well, I don't know. No, that's not. It's 4 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do a partial line, right? Because these guys
exactly.
are blocking.
Right. And they're out of range anyway.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
He moved his army commander anyway, so
Oh yeah, he can't give an order.
I'm not giving any orders.
Yeah, you want to give any order, Achilles?
no.
All right. Takes us to 3. Guns in range now? Might be.
Not-
Might be. Take a look at that stick. Oh, look at that. Yes, it is. That's a long range shot.
You're starting to stick kind of.
Am I?
Yeah, your stick is pretty far forward of my guns there. There we go.
Still, those are shots. You're just going to have to tell me what you want to hit. Because you're going to hit... This is your extreme range. You're at long range, I'll grant. But you're going to be able to hit this column if you want. You could hit this gun if you wanted.
I'd much rather go for the column than the gun.
Yeah, I figured. And you have to go for the center of the unit.
Okay.
So it's just going to be the 1. But it is going to be that column. How about this other guy? Yeah, this is all ball shot. And you're going to get here, here, and here. Ball shot passes through the skirmishers. But we'll do the first one first, I guess. I mean, this is unless you want to move those guns.
No, I do not.
Okay, I would not have thought so. And that is certainly firing in support of the division, so it counts. That is long range for a foot gun, which needs a 6. Checking for modifiers. Yes, it's a 5 or a 6. However, you are firing... The first one is not behind skirmishers. The second one is. So on the first one, it's a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
For a kill.
5.
It's a kill. That's also going to be a stagger. Oh, wait, that may not be a... Oh, yeah, this is... Vance has some troops for whom that would not be a stagger. They're that elite. Tragically, that is not one of them. Let me get the marker I'm looking for. Oh, come on.
There it is.
All right. The other one is behind a skirmisher, so that's going to be a 6 only.
Okay. Nope.
However, that does stagger him, because that's still greater than his frontal MR. Any other guns? I think that's it, right?
All the ones I have.
Are my guys...
Oh, yeah.
Is this blocked?
That's I've never seen that angle. All this time, you'd think. But no.
Man, those are pretty good effects on those flames. The
Like
smoke.
that. Kind of proud of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
you did that yourself, right?
Oh, I certainly didn't do the animation, but I attached him to I attached him to the bases. That's what I did. That's what I did. It took me forever to find something I liked though. So yeah, you can make this shot if you
Okay.
wish it, but then again, that gun is stuck right where it is.
That's fine.
All right. Well, they're outstanding in their field.
Yep.
Long range, but they're not in column, so that helps them. 6.
Ooh.
Nothing. And just for the record, their frontal MR is a 4, so had you rolled a 4, that would have staggered them. But none of the above. All right, so that gun is stuck. That's all the guns on the field. That's all of them.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
So let's switch ourselves over to rolling to see who goes first in all this. I'll start here because I'm looking at them. Clapperede.
5.
Good number. How about Rael?
5.
Ooh. How about Vidal?
2.
Not as eager. And Treyard.
3.
Over to you, Achilles. Rabina.
1.
Oof. And at last, Bevlaqua.
And another 1.
Oh dear. Vance, looks like you
Thing
got.
I'm on the defensive.
You got you got the play dates. Got a couple 5s. Either one's yours.
All right. So what are my? I don't know what my. So these guys are 4 inches from this horse.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 4 inches.
Mhm.
Do they have to do something now?
Yeah, that guy's gonna have to charge you.
He's going to have to charge me.
Yes. He's
What do
actually.
I
Well,
have to-
actually, I
I'm-
take that back. That's a foreign. He's got to come this way. He's gonna have to charge these guys.
But what does he doesn't have to do?
No,
anything?
no.
They're skirmishers.
No. Oh, I see. From an attack perspective, you have now entered what Shako calls contact. You're in. Your arrow is still there, but there's a guy between you and your arrow.
Right.
And so the rules say, okay, everything pauses. You have to deal with the threat.
Okay. So if I did, oops.
Now, remember, he's got a 4-inch bit right out in front of him.
Yep.
So
But
you're just
I
going to
can
come
do
up there
this.
and, yep. You're going to skirmish at him, huh?
The idea.
Skirmish at him from point blank range.
Well, the range don't matter, honestly.
He can go 6, can't he?
Mm-hmm.
Too bad there's no zone of control in this.
There is. There is. It shoots out his front.
Oh, I see.
Now you're telling me that he's going to charge these guys.
Mm-hmm.
He has to because it's within.
4 inches. Yeah.
Actually, not. It's
It's
4.2.
4.2.
Well, then if it's not, then he doesn't have to. If it's at 4 inches, he's got to come. No exceptions.
See, what I'm trying to decide is if I wheel these guys, that'll put them in within 4 inches. But if so, maybe I want to have them sort of form a box.
We call
Where?
it a square, but you do you.
Whatever. Yeah, square.
A box. You've played these games before.
I know.
That's 2.
Yep.
And remember, you've only got what, 4 inches in line?
So how much? What's the minimum I have to move then?
Well, your minimum
4?
is Well, remember, you're in contact, so it doesn't apply.
Ah, so I can
So-
do that.
Sorry, I'm coming back to you.
I can just pivot and stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You only had an inch of move anyway. Now, of course, it's not going to surprise me one teeny tiny bit if he charges you.
No, me neither. But not entirely sure how to get away from that anyway. So
I get it.
these guys are still in command. All right, so that's that mess.
Yep.
Now these shaken dudes, what's up with them?
That affects them. It affects their firing and it affects their melee, but it doesn't affect their movement.
Okay.
Be right back.
So they're going to move the minimum they have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to form line.
Away you go.
Actually, I can change formation for free, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to
Like I say, this is why people hate French.
1 more inch. People hate the French for many reasons.
Hey now.
Do they get to recover from this stagger somehow?
At the end of the turn, yeah.
Okay.
They try to roll for it.
This guy is going to go up and just side shift to move around them.
Here comes all those guys.
There's lots of them.
That's some good artillery shooting, though, Achilles.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, we weren't
Consider it was long
too
range.
impressed.
Got a kill in there? That doesn't hurt.
Yes, it does. And these guys. You're going to stop there. This guy's going to pull up over here. Sure I'm in range of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my 2 5s.
All right. Well, he's got 1, so...
Yeah,
Your,
you can keep going.
Your 2 and
Okay.
your 2 and your 3 can rock and roll.
You can do your entire force before I get to move.
So I can't get him with a charge because I get slowed down by that creek, right?
Correct. You're gonna come up. Well, you'd have to wheel first too, which is gonna
Yep.
cost you a bunch.
Distance. Yep. So if I go. So again, the minimum is 4 for cavalry, or is it half your movement?
No, it's
Two-thirds
4
of-
inches. Units on attack
4
orders
inches.
must move 4 inches.
Okay. So. So that's effectively 7, I guess.
Yeah. And remember,
Actually, it's 2.
it's where your leading edge is that matters. So you want
Right.
to get as much of your unit's front edges out of that crick as you can.
Right. But it's 2 for a creek, not 3, right?
That is 2, yes. 2 for stream.
Because they want a wheel here.
Okay. That's in line, so that's 2 each.
Oops.
2, 4.
Which puts you at 11 inches now?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Perhaps he will visit you next turn.
You guys wanted to do something similar. As did these guys. Okay. Now, skirmishers moving through town and guys in column moving through town.
What happens is they enter the space and stop.
Okay.
And then the next turn they go to the next one. They're blocks, right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yep. So he would go here.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying?
Yeah.
These guys would just end up there.
Well, but the problem is you can only have 1 unit in a town at a time.
Right. Okay. So they're all stuck. That's fine.
Slowly milling through. What town is this? Garnsdorf. Whereas them dudes.
Skirt the town.
Yep. Legit.
And they're really mad about it.
Yeah. They're like,
Yes.
hey, how come you guys get to waddle through it?
1 unit at a time in a town. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So these guys are really stuck.
Per square, yeah. Well, those guys are there, so they can.
These guys could get by.
Yeah.
So we'll move them up as far as I can.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 guys are bollocksed. Okay. That's it then. That's everybody.
All right, Achilles.
All right. Well, now he's outside 4, so I'm not required to charge, but I
Accurate.
can charge. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
Correct on both.
Okay. Then we will do so.
All right, so as he comes in, Vance, I ask you the question: do you wish to form hasty square?
I sure would like to.
Well, you're gonna have to. All right. What's the morale rating on those boys?
5.
That's good. You're gonna like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
5/2, whatever that
Yeah,
means.
yeah. Hasty square. How far out were you?
5,
Uh,
a little
no,
over 5 inches.
5 inches? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about 5.2, I think.
So, Vance, you're going to want to roll a 4 or less. 4
Question.
or... Yes.
Do they have to have room to form square?
They do. They will.
Okay.
Squares are much tighter than all that.
Okay.
And the answer to your question is yes. But they
Okay.
will. So 1d6, Vance, you need a 4 or less.
That's not too bad.
There's a 4.
Oh, there's a 4.
And now can I prove my point? They are now going to form box. The trade-off you're making, Vance, and you made the right one,
Yep.
parenthetically,
Yep.
is you don't get to shoot at him as he comes in,
No, yep.
but he's about to hit you in square, which he ain't gonna like very much.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad for my poor Cav.
All right, so they come bum rushing in, form hasty square. Well done. Other movement
Okay.
from them fellers.
Let's see. We have these guys all need to move. Yeah, they're going to be in the creek. And so are these guys. Okay, so they hit the creek. That brings them down to what?
2 inches.
-2.
Cost them 2.
Okay, so they can go just 2.
2 more, yeah.
There we go. Okay, I believe that's these characters.
I'm not sure
Do
how
they
far.
need-
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do these guys even need to move? This first battalion.
Given your order, I think I would need to see some movement out of them.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, because they're in Is this Bevilacqua? Is this them?
Yeah, it's all Bevilacqua.
No, this is Rael
Yeah.
shooting there, but over here, yeah. So Bevilacqua's in contact, so
Okay.
they can do pretty much whatever.
Okay, let's.
Because it goes by brigade.
Right. I just wanted to make sure they were conforming to order. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But since they are in contact, they can move in pretty much any.
The only
order,
thing I wouldn't
or
want to
any-
see them
anyway.
do is I wouldn't want to see them withdraw, because I don't think that's what's going on here. You know, you want to, they're supposed to be advancing, but they're allowed to respond to the fact that there's a contact going on here.
Okay. Well, what I had in mind was pulling them back a little so that they don't block the gun, mask my guns. But
Oh,
okay.
that's fine. That's an adjustment, and that's 3 inches, or sorry, 2 inches.
2 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, that's minor. Back up so you don't get blasted in the back of your head.
Yeah, by your own guns. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
So that should do it for Bevilacqua. And the other guy, he really can't move at this point.
Right.
So.
Okay. Who's got?
I do have a question about these guys. You did say that if they're in a town, they need to be in column. Is that right?
No, they can be in any formation. It's not going to. You want them in column, but it doesn't matter. The only time you want them in line is if you're trying to shoot out.
Which you're not allowed to do. You can't shoot out of a
The
town.
one thing you can do is if you're here and somebody charges into this area.
Oh, you could fire on them as they come in.
Exactly. Yes. That's the one thing you can do.
Okay. Then I guess everybody's done.
Okay. Any musketry? Or volley fires, I should say. These
See,
boys.
I
Oh,
don't-
this is dueling skirmishers.
dueling skirmishers.
Now they don't have to, but they could skirmish on you.
And they take their pick as to which one they shoot at.
Yeah.
Not that it
Mhm.
matters.
Yeah. Skirmishers are. So it's all simultaneous.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
we'll let the French go first. What do you want to do, Vance?
So both these skirmishers are shooting at him, right?
Sure. Well, this guy
It's got to be 4 inches
he could shoot here too.
or 6.
6 inches. It's up to you.
No, let's rough. I want to rough these guys up.
All right, you need to skirmishers to kill skirmishers. You need a 6.
Okay.
Looking for 6. You got it. Wrecked him.
Ooh,
So
Nice shot.
Now this guy can shoot elsewhere.
But does that kill it?
Yeah, he'll be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He gets to shoot back, but he's dead.
skirmishers are so fragile.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's not like they're dead. They're just driven off.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let's shoot at this.
All right. These guys they are behind a skirmish screen, just because the way the shot falls.
They were.
Well, no, but again, this is simultaneous, right?
Yep.
So you need a 6 to put a stagger on him. Look it,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Skirmishers, ho.
Wrecking him. And you do get to shoot back before this guy is dead, Achilles. So you can. Which one do you want to shoot at?
Let's shoot at the one on the left.
This one here. Got it.
Yeah.
6.
Why not?
Oh.
Not quite.
So he's dead. All right. Any other musketry? My answer is I don't think so, but I'm looking.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
That means we get a melee. This is very exciting. This is 1d6. The only problem is you don't get to use your frontal MR because you are attacking a square. So you get a 1. You, on the other hand, Vance, you get a 5.
He's
It's bad. This is not what you want. But there are a few other modifiers involved here. Let's see here. The other one Vance gets, and he didn't do it on purpose, but it will count.
It's support.
Yep. Rear support.
Oh.
So there are other modifiers, but they only make things worse.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I would. No. Yes, that's right. The So let's see. We'll just go down them real quick. This is where being staggered matters. Rear support, you get a +1 Vance. You did not have a failed volley. You don't have more kills. This is not cavalry in line, which is bad. Yeah, none of this other stuff applies. So, Vance, you are going to roll with a +6. And a +6. Achilles, you are going to roll with a +2.
Well, you almost can't lose. 6.
11.
8.
That
So
would be
that is a difference of 3, which is how many kills you're going to take. And
Oh.
that's how bad
that's
that
the
is.
whole unit.
And it's no, he's got 4.
He does.
Yeah, the enemy falls back 12 inches.
Oh, I only counted 3 stands. Oh, that's right.
No,
Yeah.
it's their MR.
Never mind. I'm thinking of their stands. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So they have to fall back 12 inches. Yeah.
Mhm. Now, units fall back along their flank lines, which is this. They fall back in a tube, and they wind up facing away. So you shoot back 12 inches.
Okay. And if they run through somebody else,
They're gonna have to take a check. All right,
Yeah, they are.
all the way back and through them. Facing
Yep.
the wrong way.
Okay.
Guy in the front, 4 or less. You want a 4 or less.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Guy in the back, you want a 4 or less.
Got it.
You're good. So they have headed off this way. They have bounced off the square, taken some serious damage, and that's where we find them. So that's how melee works. As you can see,
Ouch.
it's not terribly complex, and it is ghastly bloody.
Well, I don't like it.
I may like it later. I definitely don't like it now.
That's right.
And there are no other melees, I'm sure. So now it is the time. Well, let's do it in order. Dallin always yells at me. I do this wrong. We'll do it in order. First thing is we change orders and send aid to camps. Anybody want to send out any different orders?
Yes.
All right. Who you going to give an order to?
Bevilacqua.
All right. So once again, you know that he's right there. But let's get that die. Is he within 8 inches this time?
I believe
he
so.
is. So even if you roll half, but you got to roll that. Still got to roll that number. 1d6.
4.
He makes it. So we'll let you go doodle and Vance. You want to do anything?
I'm just contemplating that.
You're allowed.
No, I'm good.
All right.
We are
so
good.
Achilles, are you doodling over there?
I'm erasing the previous one at the moment.
Groovy.
For some reason, it doesn't want to erase this. Don't know why.
Just check. Just check. Is that thing locked? Is your map locked? Yeah, you are. Yeah, it must be because you're drawing successfully. So.
You just have to touch the eraser once, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, it has to be touched in just the right spot
Yeah.
to erase it. That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. Make sure where I'm at. Okay. To delineate a defend, do you just draw a line?
Yep.
Or
just draw exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly
Okay.
what you do.
Let's see, where are they? Are approximately there.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Should
There
be
is a
about
way to
right.
get rid of this stagger?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're just waiting for this.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Patrick!
I think I did it right.
What a pleasure to have you by. And Haz is answering all your questions. Wonderful. Yes, this is the lead up to the. This battle has a huge significance because even though it's small, the death of the prince, who is one of the better Prussian commanders, has a huge morale effect on the whole Prussian army.
Spoiler alert.
Got it. See what you're doing.
Okay, so that's correct.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
I see
Perfect.
what you're doing. So the order is out. He said that, so we're going to bounce this aide de camp back. Now it's time to rally. How do we rally? You may not rally if you're in with the 4-inch frontal zone of a unit. The skirmishers do not count. It's formed troops. So we say we'll start here, I guess. Achilles with 2nd Battalion, 1st Line. You want a 4 or less to get rid of this?
Okay.
You do? Now, this is a big one. You're staggered. You don't know it because I didn't mark it. But you're also in fallback. If you fail, that unit dies. So you need a 4 or less.
All right. No pressure.
Oh, dear.
Thanks.
Sorry,
No
man.
pressure.
They dead now.
There wasn't much left of him anyways.
So those Saxon, as Has pointed out, must be their first day on the job. So now we'll go over here to Vance's and we'll see them in range of any enemies. So we'll let the 1st Battalion, 34th Line, they need a 4 or less. Yep. And how about the 2nd Battalion, 34th Line?
Yep.
Look at that. That's how you get rid of staggers.
All right.
Ain't no thing. So first,
do
yes,
kills on your units affect your morale?
they do not affect your morale. They affect you in melee.
Okay.
If you have more kills than the enemy, you take a -1, which, as you can see on the D6 system, is a big deal.
Yep.
So
What is that second number where it says 4/1
that
or
is the second one
5/2?
is your disordered morale. If you lose enough troops, your division can become disordered.
Ah,
Or,
Okay.
as was the case just moments ago, when a cavalry unit, if a cavalry unit attacks a infantry unit in square, it must use its disordered morale.
I see.
Right.
Undesirable. It's also the value you get if you're flanked, or a couple other things like that. So
All the bad stuff.
all the bad. All right, so I think that's everything for this command phase. So that takes us to turn. Ooh, check it out, 4. We're at turn 4, which is kind of awesome. My hope is to get through turn 6 if we can, which would be halfway through the battle, which would be fun. But let's see. First things first, guns. Oh yes, there are, kids. This guy's gonna have a. Well, no, he's got counter
I don't
battery.
think he can. Can he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not masked. Okay.
No, it's much more generous than that. But he cannot fire through his own troops, which is the thing over there.
Is that range?
The stick is out. What do you got? Oh yeah, range is long.
Okay.
So
Well, we might as well do that.
yeah. So I'm assuming that's long range. I didn't check it, but
Yes. Yep.
certainly looked it.
It was that white piece of the sticks.
Yes,
so I think
it's
so.
that white bit. We'll show you what the red bit does in a little bit when we get a little closer. So basically, 6 target is column or square. No. Gonna need a 6. No.
Nope.
However, that's a stagger.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one were you shooting at, Vance? One on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a stagger. All right. I know you've got some.
Yes.
Who do you want to shoot at?
Question is, which one am I allowed to shoot at? Could I fire at that square?
Yep. You have the choice of firing here. The only question is, are you inside mandatory canister? Oh, that's so close.
Almost, but not quite.
You're not. Where did the red side go? Oh man, that is close. But you are not. So he's gonna get a plus, but I bet you do want to fire at that. What range are you at? You are not in canister range. It's effective range. Foot at effective range is 5/6. That target is in square, which is a +1, and you can max out at 1 kill. 4, 5, 6.
When he's shooting through my.
Oh, 5 or 6. You're right. Oh, doesn't matter. That's a kill.
He does it anyway. Yep. Yep.
But you were correct, Vance. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Now the other gun, can I fire at the same target, or do I need a different target?
Fire at the same target.
All right.
You're still gonna
Let's
go through
do that.
You're gonna still go through the skirmisher, so it's the same odds.
Okay.
So he's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Or 5 and 6 if
5
they're
and
in
6.
square.
5 and 6. Yeah.
Nope.
Mm-mm. All right.
Now, does that
All right.
burst through and hit the line behind it?
Oh shoot! It sure does. Look at you are now going to be honored for that because that was spoken like a gentleman. You can't kill, but you can stagger. So you get 2 shots actually, because this guy would have got it too.
Oh, does he get? Okay, the ball
yeah.
continues.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure it does.
So
Achilles on this guy. You
yeah,
will, however, need a
6.
6. Yep.
Okay. Fire with the right one
Mm-hmm.
first.
Oh.
Nope. And the left one. Nope.
Now again, usually a 5 would have been sufficient, but it's a -1 because it's passing through the skirmisher screen.
My morale is also 5.
Right, and like I say, so that 5 would have hit,
Oh, okay. It would have
but
shook him.
yeah, it would have just given a stagger. Yep, because he already got his 1 kill that he can get right there.
Yep.
So, all right, that's all the gunfire.
Looks like
Yes.
All right. La la.
it's all the guns, unless Vance has got some hiding in the
Yes,
trees.
yes, stealth guns. All right, let's start with Vance. With Achilles. Let's let him go first. Bevilacqua.
Um,
Maybe that's the bad mojo,
maybe. I
or
doubt
not,
it.
or not. How about over here at Ravenna?
Yeah, he's a little more anxious.
I guess he sees a lot of bad guys. Vidal.
Down.
Vidal. Yep.
3.
Where'd his? Oh, that's Lon. Claparede.
6.
Ooh, and Rael.
6. And you guys.
I got them.
Oh, you
They got
started
3.
here.
Oh, how did I miss him? Treyarch. Heck's wrong with me.
Another 6.
Wow. All the 6s
You guys
belong
are
to you, Vance.
Keeners.
I guess they are salty.
Well, these gents.
Uh-huh.
Charge these gents.
All right, so let's talk about it. Obviously, they're going to get. I don't know if it's obvious, but they will get a chance to countercharge. That's the usual thing we do. Here it is, right there. Actually, that's just for that's the infantry countercharge. The cavalry countercharge is they just meet halfway. So they will do that if you choose. I just want to make Funnily enough, I got to make sure I'm not confusing rule sets in my head.
God knows I do it plenty of times.
Certain infantry in this game can countercharge.
I'm guessing I ain't got any of those.
No, it's actually this is the one thing that aggravates the French players. It's typically British line.
Ah,
Of course.
What? I like Shako a great deal. You know what it needs? A freaking index.
Next. 90% of the rules on the planet.
I don't think that's an unreasonable request. I just don't.
you could create your own.
Are you helping? And if so, how?
You have a son that needs something to do.
That's right. Velker, here's your homework for tonight.
Yeah, create an son, do you know how to make an index? That's a
Let me
really
teach
important.
you.
That's a really important skill. I think you ought to have. That is so nuts. Well, you know what? I'm not finding it, and the day is getting on. So why don't you just hit him? Hit him. You got 12 inches, -3 or -2, so you got 10 inches of distance.
Si, senor.
Hit him.
So do we just
You
do we
do not
just meet in the
conform.
middle?
No, I can't find the counter charge, so he's just going to hit you.
Well, thanks a lot.
Sorry about that. You got to go straight though, man. So it's got to be a little more to your right. I'm confident it's here. I just can't find the damn thing.
He's in the way, right?
Who's that?
This
Yeah. Mhm.
charge.
Correct.
They wouldn't be able to
in the
get
way?
there anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they got the move, but you can't charge with that guy. Yeah.
Because they can only go 9 because of the stream.
No, it's 8.
It's-
No, it'd be
it's
10.
my-
It's 2 inches for a string.
Oh, it's 2 inches for a stream.
Mhm.
I keep wanting to subtract 3 for some reason. I don't know why.
That's because Jim was lying to us earlier.
Well, what?
That would be it.
Seriously,
that was probably the reason.
Seriously, that's what's happening.
Oops.
This is what we are reduced to.
Oops. Okay, I need to go move them another inch. Because these guys want to get across the water too. Come on. Okay, that's that 6.
All right, next 6.
Next 6 would be these guys. All of this mess.
Well, you know what they got to do. They got
Yep.
told.
So we're gonna go. Three. Now wheeling a line, a French line, is still
3.
2 inches.
No, that's 2 inches per click. Yeah, yeah.
They can only move 4, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you ain't getting real far like that.
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness. Come on over, baby. There's a whole lot of wheeling going on.
Just waves of these guys. And they only get that far. He just moves up here. That's that 6.
All right. And now this.
Oh, now these
little
gentlemen
party.
would like to get out of this square.
You think those 2 cannonballs that just came launching through the square may have persuaded them?
Yes.
Away
Yes,
they
it
go.
did.
Just do it. One of our viewers, Patrick Bjerke, misread Hussar as Huskarl and was confused.
Does that cost them their? Is that their movement?
For what? To get out? No. Remember,
Yeah.
they're French.
It's. Oh yes. We are French. We just do this.
We are here to annoy all the other nations that play Shako. They can only wheel 45 degrees. That's it. Well, that's a change of face. If you do that, they just have to stop there.
Okay. Well, that's what we'll do. And these guys.
Mm-hmm.
What do these guys want to do? Closer we to.
They notice all them other skirmishers are dead.
Not close enough to poke.
Yeah,
those
you know
guys in the
why?
eye.
That's the difference between where they are and mandatory canister. That is literally the distance. That's hysterical. You get a shot, but then next turn, mandatory canister.
Yeah. So let's not do that.
Just saying.
Standing in front of this line's not going to be much better, is it?
It's a little better than mandatory canister does it. Yeah, that especially for a skirmisher, it might well be 6 and 2 3s.
Can I actually melee these guys with skirmishers?
No, no, you cannot.
Oh, I cannot.
No, you cannot. Skirmishers melee no one.
Okay. Then we'll stand there and shoot at them.
That's that they do. And you're gonna get shot back at, but later. See, that's why skirmish fire going first is such a big deal.
Because it's not simultaneous fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Skirmish is first, then volley.
Okay, that is all of my 6s.
All right.
Then I have a 3.
Achilles. Oh, you got a 3. Sorry.
Oh,
I have
he's
a
got a
5.
5.
Oh, you got a 5. Yeah. Well, his 5 though. Yeah, his 5 can react. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can.
Now they're allowed to do stuff.
This skirmisher brigade would like to fall back into town.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a bunch of unpleasant cavalry very close to them.
Hey! What the heck?
All right. Now, what to do with these gentlemen? They could. Can they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. They'd have to pivot once, but I think that's just...
Yeah, you move a little bit and then pivot. And
Yeah, that's...
right in their face.
Well, no, they have to wheel first.
Which I think they can do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The
because
question
wheel,
is,
it's like,
oops. Well, not quite that often, but
yeah, you can go up to 45 degrees. So 1 click, 2 click, you got him.
okay. Now the question is, do they really want to do that? But I suppose why not? Why not? Yeah. Okay.
Bonk.
Boink. And that's all for my guy with 5. I don't think there's anything these guys can do, right? They're just
No, that's a melee.
they're in a melee. So.
That's a scrum.
So my 3 guys. These guys move forward 1. These guys move into the town. These guys stick their picking their noses. These guys move as far forward as they possibly can. Let's do these guys.
Hey, Deep Six. Deep Six is saying that he dibs the title mandatory canister for his band. And Doug, the single rank troops are indeed in skirmish order. Yep. They are skirmishers. It's a unique base to Shako. It's how Shako deals with skirmishers. I always have rather liked it. You know, it's a group of specialized troops that are out there giving a little pew pew.
Okay, that's it.
All right, speaking of pew pew, skirmishers, I think, Vance, you're the only one that's got him in range, right?
No, Achilles has got his dudes to do what
No,
if he can.
that's volley fire.
Oh no, no, I was thinking about
he
his
means
movement.
my movement
His
for
activation.
number 2 over here.
Oh, thank
His
you.
activation.
Away with you, Sarah. Go.
Let's see. Yeah, I think. Oh, these guys are already in line. Already in line. These guys are already in line. I don't think there's anything they need to do at this point.
All right. Feeling
Yep,
good?
I don't see anything they actually need to do. No, that would mask my guns. Okay, yeah,
All right.
stay where they are.
All right. Now, Vance, you get a shot there.
Skirmisher shots.
5 or a 6 to hang a monkey on him.
A 4.
Mm-mm.
That's not close
Yeah,
enough.
range. Yeah. All right, that's it. Volleys. All right, you got one.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna.
I'm curious. Could my guys have meleeed the skirmishers?
Could your guys have charged the skirmishers? What will happen
Yeah.
if you charge those skirmishers is they will run away. You will drive them off, but you will not harm them.
Okay.
The only
Very
thing
good.
that takes out skirmishers is cavalry.
Okay. Or shooting them, right?
Oh yeah,
shooting
shooting them in the face. That'll work real good. Yeah.
Okay, let's shoot them in the face.
I just want to get this. Yeah, you're gonna need that kill, aren't you? Yeah, target is a skirmisher stand. I'm just doing what I thought. Yeah, you need a 6 to kill him.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Well, they're hard to kill.
They are indeed, but they are at volley range.
Oh yeah, but
point
they're
blank.
but again, you have to imagine them hiding behind little tufts of dirt and all that other stuff.
And really spread out. Too.
Yeah.
Blades of grass.
Yeah. Their buddy's shoes. All right, so those guys fired at them. Anybody else in volley range?
I don't think so.
It's 4 inches, so I didn't see anything. All right, so without that in volley range, that takes us to a couple melees. Which one you want first?
Well, it's his on the left there. So you want to go first, Vance?
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay. So, is this just gonna be 4 to 4?
It looks like they're both dead even.
Yeah, 4 to 4.
Ah, crap.
6 to
Didn't
9,
do very well.
3. $12 inches
So
straight back.
Only one side takes damage, eh?
Yeah.
An unfortunate consequence.
And what you're going to wind up doing is facing the Saal. You just stop there.
All right, I'm just going to move these two first. Easier.
Almost no way that's not.
Yeah, just bonk.
Facing the wrong way. Now, Vance, you have a choice. I don't think you're in range, or are you?
Oops. They fell in the river.
All right, Vance, I'm going to give you a dilemma. I don't think it'll prove a dilemma for you, but I'll ask. let me
Follow.
read
Pursue.
let me read about breakthrough charges. Because the issue is going to be if you do this right now, your cavalry is needs to be recovered. Is the bottom line,
Right.
and you can pull them back and recover them. Sort of, they automatically bounce back a certain distance, or you can continue that pursuit, but in that case, they become blown and staggered.
Okay.
It's called cavalry recall. So, let's talk about it.
Speaking of which, you need to put a stagger marker on my guys there.
Yep. Cavalry regiments that have won their melees are entitled to perform either a breakthrough charge or a recall. Regiments may perform only one per turn. A breakthrough must target the closest enemy unit. That would be dude up there.
That they're facing, right? Because the other one's closer.
That's that they can charge. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No. It will occur after all melees are done. But you may only move up to 9 inches.
So it's not close enough.
Yeah, so you're probably going to want to do the recall then.
Yes.
And so what do we talk about? A unit which performs recall. You must exit the frontal zone of an enemy formed unit. You have none. How far do you move back? There it is. Straight backwards up to, math is hard, 12 inches.
Up to or?
Up to. And you're going to scooch around. You're going to scooch around this guy because you can't get too close to him. But there you go. And you can go back up to 12 inches. There you are.
I want to go there, yeah.
Right. And so that gets you out of having to do the other stuff. So you have recalled. Well done.
Okay.
And
cool.
now he does indeed have to get a... The reason I didn't give you a stagger is I was trying to check and see if he could charge you, but he can't. So, all right, there's that. And now we have another melee. Same odds.
Does he get support from the ones behind him?
He is not... No, because you have to get... There's side support and there's rear support. And this unfortunately is neither.
Okay.
Those guys aren't there yet. They're over here fighting. They're going to show up there later.
It's all happening at the same time.
4-4.
Damn time continuum thing. Oh dear.
Yes.
5-8. A 3 on you.
Yep. So I've seen how that works.
Little sanguinary horse fight. Now you, Achilles, can break through and hit this guy. But
yeah, what's that look like? Because they'll be blown and staggered, so
exactly.
The odds will be against me.
The next time. That what you'll be is sitting out here blown and staggered as opposed to back there getting to recover.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. What I mean is if I charge this next group,
you lose nothing.
Oh, so it'd still be 4-4.
Right, but
okay.
But you will then be.
But when they're done,
you're done, you'll be staggered and blown right where you stand.
Right.
With his guys coming up.
Column of
now,
infantry.
his infantry cannot charge you.
Okay.
But they can shoot you.
They could do that.
And they will because they're like that.
They are. They are like that. Little bastards. Let's Let's see. However, I do not see any reason not to do so.
All right.
Just because we're like that.
All
These
right.
are hussars, man. They were
Exactly.
sharpening their sabers on the consulate.
That's the guys.
They
Yep.
didn't wax up their mustaches for no reason.
Oh, first things first, though. I take it back. Stop where you are. These guys got to
Yep.
check. These guys got to check because this happens at the end of melees. So these guys have to check against whether they're shaken. This could hurt them because they just got passed through by these guys.
Okay.
So Vance,
So I'll just hang
four less.
here. We'll just hang here while they roll dice.
You are not.
We're
Hit
good.
him.
Okay.
Now you can smack him. 4-4.
All right.
That's 9-7. So that's 2. Those horse got to get.
Yeah.
And these guys.
It's just that
You want me to do it for you?
interesting egg.
You got
No,
it.
it's okay. Just can't grab 3 without grabbing his.
It's all simultaneous, so you don't pass through each other.
Yeah, there's an MP standing there going, "No, you guys go that way. You guys go that way."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's the end of the melees.
Looks like.
Whew, that's a lot of that's a lot of staggers we got to check. Field is ablaze, I say, ablaze.
Fire everywhere.
So let's first
Vance,
thing we
it's
should do.
looking a little bit like one of your I can't remember what is it? Chain of command
Chain
games.
of command games, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So anybody want to change orders?
Not for me.
Nope. Nope. I'm good.
All right. Well, if that is so, it's time to check. We'll start over here. Don't matter none. We'll start with these fellas. Claparede. You need a 4 or less. 5 or less. 5 or less. Yeah, they're fine. They were staggered. They are no longer. These guns. The problem with unstaggering guns, 3 or less.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't get it.
No, they're still that way. They've got to sort their ducks out. Now these, okay, this one was a pass through, right? No, they're blown. So they sit there. They're staggered no matter what. Over here, these are these fatal ones that I've mentioned. This is the second of the 6th Hussars, 4 or less.
There we go.
They survive. How about the 9th Hussars Regiment, 4 or less?
6.
Oh, they're gone. How about the 21st Chasseurs? They're fine. All right, now what we have to do, this is a, now, this guy is probably out of range, maybe not. Nope, he's actually in range. Okay, cool. You have to make a good the unit sort of has to stop until he catches up, but he's in, so it's fine.
Yep.
I'm going to take a quick look at Treyard just to see how much stuff he's got, because there are now divisional morale checks. There are 3 units, which means you have lost 33%. You have to make a divisional morale check at the end of the rally phase, which is right here. 4 to 6, you carry on. 1 to 3, you are demoralized.
Oof.
It's pretty tough, isn't it?
It is.
That's a 50% chance, yeah.
Or you carry on.
Got it.
You make it.
Okay. So what were you saying about having to wait because these guys It's going to take them forever to wheel around, right?
No, they can just they just turn around. That's changing facing, but it costs them their move. But they can just turn around.
Right, but so they can't. That's what I mean. But this is at the extreme of command, right?
Yeah, but they're fine.
If they'd been further away,
Further away,
then
these
everybody else would
guys would have to
stop.
stay put till these guys catch up.
So these guys can turn around. And these guys can take off, and then they have to wait.
Yeah, yes. If depending on where they are on an individual basis, yeah.
Okay.
These guys are the ones that are stuck.
Yep.
Those guys are parked there for this next turn. They don't get to
Oh,
try
they're
to.
gonna,
They don't get.
they're
They
gonna
don't
get
get to
a bunch
try
of,
to roll this off until the next rally phase.
Yeah.
That's why being blown sucks. So, all right. Well, we got a casualty both ways now. I think.
Yep.
All right, I think that was it. All right. Turn 5. Guns.
There's a few of those.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to call it, guys. It's like 10 to 11 here.
Oh, all right. Well, cool. Turn 5 is good too. Awesome. Let me get a quick pick. Grab a few screenshots.
So what's the scale? Like you said, it's 15 millimeter, but what is the?
How big is this board? You mean, kind of?
Yeah, how many miles across is this map?
Oh, I used to know this stuff. This is actually well. It varies with the Shako collapses a little bit. What is the actual ground scale? I don't think Artie ever said. These are battalions.
Okay.
So you figure each one is running. The regular ones are running between 300 and 600 men. The ones that have 4 are above 600 men each.
Okay.
This battlefield is small.
Yeah, it was. The entire battle was fought within 72 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was a phone booth. No, and in fact, my wife and son and I walked it in an easy morning.
Okay. So just how long would 12? How long was the battle? So 12 turns is.
I'm okay. That's
6 hours.
There's a good question. It was, how long did they say? 12 turns, 9:20 a.m. through 1:20 p.m.
Oh,
About
so
4 hours.
12 so 3. What 20 minutes a turn?
Sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah, so, all right, I think I got that. Let me not forget to save. And then tell everybody that tomorrow we're going to get together because there is no Thursday Night Throwdown with Chain of Command because OJ is on the road. We're going to come back and do something old school and silly. And Achilles, you're certainly invited to be Vance's foe. One of the things Vance really likes, and I love actually, are the old SPI Hex Encounter map games. And
I haven't played one of those since I was in high school.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to roll out the 30 Years War Quad. It is something I've wanted to do for the longest time. As Vance and I often joke, they're insanely complex, featuring typically 2 to 4 pages of rules. But they are actually really fun. And frankly, I've been listening to CV Wedgwood's 30 Years War, so I want to set up and run a 30 Years War game. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Come on by to see that. On Saturday, please come to see the Battle of Antietam for Bloody Big Battles. That's what we're going to do then. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. You know I appreciate you. We'll see each other soon. Lots of games coming up. In the meanwhile, please take care of yourselves and one another. We'll see you.
And cut.
And